The original line plot graph that you were given for Thursday's assignment said number of candy bars, but it had numbers down here, which was very confusing. So instead of the numbers, I have added different kinds of candy bars. So let's take a look at our line plot graph. These are the kind of questions that you should be able to answer when looking at a line plot graph. So let's analyze first. We've got our different kinds of candy bars here, and then we've got the number of that candy bar represented with our X's. Okay, so for example, there's one Snickers bar, there's one Kit Kat, one Reese's, but there's 3 M&Ms. So let's look at our questions and see if we can answer some of these. How many candy bars in total? Well, we've talked about that in total before. What does in total mean? Yes, in total is how many all of them add up to be. So let's count how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're going to put 15 right here. Right? Now our next question says, how many Twix? So we're going to find Twix, and we're going to count how many Twix bars we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to put 4 Twix. How many M&Ms and Hershey's together? Remember, we've talked about this all together word, and that means we are adding them together. So let's see how many M&Ms we have. 1, 2, 3. And then how many Hershey's do we have? 1, 2. So what we want to do is add 3 M&Ms plus 2 Hershey's equals how many all together? 5. How many more Twix than Kit Kat? Okay, we've talked about this how many more. Remember, that means we are subtracting. So we're going to do the same thing we just did when we added, except for this time we're going to subtract. So how many Twix do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to put 4 for our Twix. And we know that how many more means subtract. And how many Kit Kats do we have? 1. 4 minus 1 equals 3. Okay. Which candy has the most? Most means the greatest number. So most is, which one do you want? You want to have the one with the most. So if I look at all of these, the one that has the most is the Twix. So right here, I'm going to put Twix. Okay. Which candy has the least? So this is the smallest number. So which one of these candies has the smallest number? Well, you could say that Rolo has 1, Reese's has 1, Kit Kat has 1, and Snickers has 1, but look at Milky Way. Milky Way has 0. So Milky Way has the least. Okay. Which candies have the same amount? Okay, well, which ones have the same amount? Well, we just talked about all the ones with 1. So those all have the same amount. So let's put Snickers, Kit Kat, Reese's, and Rolo all have 1. But I see 2 that have 2. Hershey's and 3 Musketeer both have 2. Okay, and the last one is, which candy has none, which we've talked about. And that would be